Alright, I've been looking into cutting my own hair, and I made a little video about a technique where I could just kind of grab the hair and then cut off the end, and then just do that, grabbing all the way around and letting it just be the same length all the way around. I didn't really know how to make it any shorter besides trying to use the fingers, but now I'm like, maybe I can grab it in a different way. I can put the hair between the two knuckles, so then you would have that little length of hair sitting there. Because I didn't exactly want it so short all the way around where it's just the length of my fingers, and I just use my fingers as the guard. I wanted it a little bit longer than that, so I'm thinking that I could use the length of these two when I grab, and then slip the hair between the middle finger and the ring finger. That'll give it a little bit more length, and I can reach all the way around. I can reach in the back, grab it, lock it, and start cutting. And then when it's not exactly easy to get all that hair, so when I get it, as much as I can, and then the last pieces are difficult, I'll just kind of get a feel for it, and then, like, say I'll hold those last few pieces and then just snip away at those. I'll measure it with my two fingers, and then hold those last pieces that are being difficult. See, I have some there, and those could be held. It's easier to hold them, but you don't want to do that right away. That'd be the second phase of your cutting. The first phase would be the measuring with the original grabbing, and I did a little bit on the front already. Just got to get all the way around, and then you could have a different length of hair. But if you wanted to experiment with having shorter on the sides, you could use one knuckle. Just put it between one knuckle for the sides, and then have maybe two or three. I chose two. That for my hand size, that's about this length or so. It at least gets the hair out of my eyes a little bit easier having the two finger method. One finger method maybe on the side. But if I go one finger, then it's pretty much just, you could kind of use your fingers as a guard. It's still, I'm getting a feel for it. I wanted to leave my hair a little bit longer. That's why I chose the full length of my hand for the winter, just to try to keep my head a little bit warmer. But now that it's some more spring, summer, I want to get this all a little bit shorter so I could start wearing a baseball cap. So that's the way to measure it. I've been measuring this goatee with my fingers, so anything that goes through. So I'm pretty much focusing entirely on scissors because I really don't have good access to electricity, and if I did, it's kind of inappropriate to do it in a library bathroom or a restaurant bathroom. I have an electric shaver, but I'm not able to use it. So the scissors are pretty good, and I cut myself. You got to be careful with these. You need to practice good safety. But it takes some time to do yourself, but you just go all the way around and just kind of experiment. So I got quite a bit to do here, so it's going to take up a portion of the day. Yes, having a second person doing this, it would be a lot easier, so that's something to consider. I'm doing it myself, but go ahead and, if you find somebody that's willing to experiment with that, show them the different lengths, how they can measure it. If they don't have experience, it's really not that difficult. See, there's a good piece that could just be lopped off. That actually goes past the extension of my hand length, this piece. But I want it much shorter than that, the length of my two fingers. Yeah, it may not be exact. If you had another person, then it could be more exact. But I intend to wear hats more anyway. And keeping it a little bit longer, it's harder to tell if the hair cuts off. So that's my upgraded instructions.